Because I feel like there's like this weird looming thing between you and I, saying that I'm calling the paparazzi and you have all this proof. Into this group like, I know you lied. On the press that you alerted paparazzi. My dear friend runs the paparazzi photos for all publications. Show me the proof, Katie. I have facts and a receipt. On the lives of my children, I have never called a paparazzi.
So
now why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong?
If I have him pull up that you called, there's apps that can make that happen. I was silly that you would do this, and coming into this group, I knew you lied. That's just a breadcrumb. The word lie. Okay, because I didn't lie.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're gonna be talking about the Real Housewives of Orange County and Heather. Something in this episode really made me think maybe Heather, maybe Heather's lying. Don't hold me. Y'all like, comment, subscribe when you get to the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bad, best.
Alright,
shit.
so this whole situation's happening because the girls, Katie told the girls,
oh, I think Heather, she calls the paparazzis on herself.
and don't get me wrong, do I feel like people be doing that? Yes. Like you over here seeing Miss Netta with the bump face lady, over here waving at who we don't know. Trump be over here calling paparazzi too. But to each his own.
I texted to my friend. He's in charge of all these paparazzi photographers. I said, is this true? Did she hire photographers to come take a photo of her? He said, yes.
So they all go for lunch, and the girls are discussing like, girl, because mind you, Miss Tamra, Messy's ass, last year she was like, yeah, Heather was calling the paparazzi, Gina was saying the same thing, and people was getting mad, and Heather was like,
you're not about to say that I call the paparazzi. You're not about to lie on me. I don't do that, so don't call me a liar right now.
Last year she was dead set on it's a lie, literally accusing me of this. It's suspicious. Think whatever you want, Tamra.
and my whole thing with Miss Heather, I'm just like, you don't want nobody to call you a liar, but at the end of the day, when we have facts, we have facts. It is what it is, girl. We have facts. I'm sorry, girl. So, Katie then chimes up because Gina's just like, well, I knew this information, but, I didn't want to bring it up because I know Heather, she's not gonna take me out, girl. I don't want no drama, no more pain. Leave me alone.
To a dear friend of mine and Max, who is in charge of all paparazzi. I mean, this guy's on speed dial for Kim Kardashian.
Tamara's over here like, oh my God, no. Oh my God, I'm like, Tamara, you act like you don't want this to really get out, but you were the one that brought it out. Right? It's just stuff like that. I'm just like, Tamara, you act like you don't want this out, but you the one that says, I think I should tell Heather.
Oh my God. I think I'm gonna tell Heather.
Girl! We jump, hop, and skip over to, Shannon, and she's talking about the whole Tracy Miguel thing with our good girl, Vicki.
What are we gonna do about our show? I've only had a very short conversation with Tamra. I said, you want to sit down? She goes, no, I actually don't.
Vicki, Bravo ain't gonna never give her orange back. I don't know why, but they ain't never giving her that orange back. But they will bring her back on the show. So Vicki's back, and she's doing her thing, and they're talking about whole Tracy Miguel's, how, her and Tamra are basically beefing, and she basically tried to tell Tamra like, look, I have no issue with you, let's talk. And she's like, girl, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about it. It is what it is. Leave me alone. I don't trust you. Which, valid. If Tamra doesn't trust Shannon and doesn't want to talk to Shannon and don't want to mend things with Shannon, then cool. My whole thing is Tamra's saying that you're saying that I said this, but when Shannon's like, okay, what did I say? She's telling her, you call me fake, you call me this. She said I have a big ego.
I mean, all that is valid.
But, it is subjective. But I just feel like people are not giving Shannon a fair chance. And yes, I know I do sound a little biased because at this moment, I do feel bad for Shannon because I'm just like, girl, she's over here in a whirlwind of situation. DUI. People looking at her like she's over here the drunk of the town. So, and that's an easy read that they're going to give her every time. Like, every time Shannon says something trying to come for the girls, they're like, girl, put your drink down. They're like, girl.
Is that liquor on your breath? Ooh.
Like, girl, that's an easy read that they're going to get her in clear every time. Because are they telling the truth? Okay.
He's gonna say I owe him $75,000. Do you know that if you go to court, it will cost more than $75,000 to pay attorney's fees?
So we jump over and we see Jen talking to, her fiance about her money issues and basically how Emily was throwing jabs at her. And my whole thing with Jen is like, girl, I mean, what are you trying to do to get yourself, out of this hole that you put yourself in financially? And like I said, the same thing with Shannon. The shit is an easy read. You over here with a big house, you over here getting your hair done, you're over here doing this, but, you have no money. Right?
Is that my coat? Yeah. Oh, you look like you have money. I don't. I know.
I can never give you a 10. Because I don't like you. But you can never get that 10, okay? You can never get that 10. But I'll give you about an 8.5.
Let's say if Emily fell in a hard spot. I don't feel like people would be like, oh, Emily's broke and she's going out of town.
And then on top of that, we see all the girls, conversing about, the stage paparazzi photos. Like I said before, it looks kind of weird. It do. Sorry. Yeah.
She was adamant that she didn't do that. Obviously, staged. Heather is with Terry, and he's like hugging her like it's a prom pose. Bird. Oh, Mickey Mouse.
I really want to talk about at the end of the episode, because really that's where the bulk of all the situation come at. Everybody's out in at an event, and Katie, she's talking about the whole situation with the paparazzi. Cool. She's giving us the backstory of, I was at Sutton's place. Mind you, there's another thing. When all the girls are at dinner, Katie brings up the fact that she was tagged by Heather. And Heather was like, I don't remember that. I don't think I tagged you. I would never do that. I don't even know you like that.
And I asked her if she meant to tag me in her Instagram. I woke up one morning and I was tagged in your birthday post. She acted surprised. Oh my God, that's so weird. Yeah.
And she was like, okay, well, you did tag me. And she was like, oh, well, I have a social media person. That was the first thing she said. But then she was like, oh, when I was typing in Givenchy, I guess her name popped up. I guess her name's close to Givenchy. I guess, I don't know.
I was wearing a Givenchy dress, so the GI, when Julia was typing it in, Janella must have popped up.
Bro.
Now, Maggie, hate when people lie. Do not lie.
But I'm looking like her name, she said she might be her name. My whole thing is this. Which one is it, Heather? Because now you sound like a motherfucking liar. Okay? You're over here sound like Jackie Christie and Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives. Liars. You're over here sound like Phaedra Parker.
Liar.
You're over here sound like Jen Shaw.
Liar.
Compulsive girl. So, Heather, which one is it? Ma'am, because I'd like to know. Is it you have a social media person, or is it when you were typing in Givenchy? Oh, it magically popped up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but...
What's the story over here?
So, like I said, everybody's over here kicking, having a good time. Tamara just feels so... She's like,
I just feel compelled. I just need to tell Heather. I need to tell Heather. I need to tell Heather.
I'm just like, Tamara, you is a messy bitch. If I am never seen a messy bitch. He is thicker than this nigga. Good God. But yeah, you just a messy bitch. I get it because it's Housewives. So she goes over to Heather and tells Heather, like, yeah, so Katie basically says that, she's corroborating with my story, saying that you over here called the Paps. And Heather was like, what are you talking about? I do not. Why are we still talking about this?
He says that you call the paparazzi and you tell them where you're at all the time.
This is why I say Tamara is messy. Because who in the fuck said all the time?
Looking at her like, girl, I don't think it's really clout, but I do think she is calling you a motherfucking liar. Because she was like, you're not about to sit up here and say that I did that. And then here's another part that I caught Heather too. Because Katie was like, okay, well, I do think you did that. And Heather was like, well, where's the proof? If you got proof, show it. She said, well, I do got proof. I can show you the proof. She said, that's not even saying anything. That's not me do, because that is just, you're just trying to spin the narrative and come up with all this stuff about me. And I'm just like, okay, you don't want her to show you the proof? You don't want her to show you the proof? You just asked her for the proof. You don't want her to show you the proof? Don't cut her off.
Listen, I didn't think you would have a worry. I thought it was silly that you would do this, and coming into this group, I knew you lied.
At the end of the day, Katie was like, I don't think it's that deep. It's not that deep. It's it is what it is. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, why lie about something like that? It's so trivial. So Heather tried to spin it. Oh, she was like, because Katie basically says, like, you know, I know the guy in LA that runs all the paparazzi stuff. I know all the guy who do all that stuff. So at the end of the day, she shows the proof in, like, I guess the producer showed on the screen the proof, and Heather was like, oh, you can just make that stuff up. You can just make, people can generate stuff like that all the time. And I'm just like, I don't know, Heather, because your story has switched 3 times at this point, and I don't like that for you, Heather. And we saw the picture of them, like, at Disney World, and I'm not gonna hold you, it does give very much strike a pose, suck the stomach in, look off in the distance. That's what it's giving. I ain't gonna hold you. It's giving real, like, face, right? So I just don't know, Heather. You have some explaining to do, and it's really, 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 you know how sticky it gets, girl. So I'm excited to see how the girls are really gonna maneuver with the situation. And like I said, the girls are still gonna be on Vicky's head top. The girls still gonna be on Shannon's head top. They ain't fucking with Shannon. They want her for blood. They're going for blood. And I mean, so far the season has been good. I missed last episode just because, like I said in my other videos, a girl been living life. I've been living life. I've been out on the town, and I was on vacation, went home a little bit, spent time with my family and my friends, and that basically took priority. And like I tell people, when I do YouTube, I love doing YouTube. It's so fun. It's so freeing for me to give my perspective. But my life and my, like, priorities are always going to trump anything else, right? Which is my family and my friends and, you know, my love life. But, you know, to each his own, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do y'all think Heather was lying, or do you think Katie was lying and just kind of come for a moment? I think two things can be right. I think Heather was lying and Katie was being thirsty. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a dollar, break your ear.